All right, hi guys, welcome to the first episode of the Creative Pods. Hi, I'm Farah, the host, and with me is Fiza, a current design student at SAE. So, can you tell me more about you?
I am currently in SAE and I'm in my third trimester of my design. It's
Okay,
Studio One, and every trimester is getting harder and harder to stay, but I'm
definitely can
hanging in
relate.
there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so our first topic is about the experience as a design student. So, how did you begin your design journey?
So I had no idea what I wanted to do up until my 12th grade.
Okay.
But then when I joined a new school in Dubai,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a choice for my 10th grade to choose whatever I wanted, and it was design and art. And then I think when my results came at the
Mm.
end of the year, um, the only good grade I had was art and design. Rest, all of the other teachers were complaining. My art and design teacher was like, "You're a great student. You're very creative." And then I'm like,
Uh-huh.
"Okay, maybe I can do something in that field." And then for my
Okay.
11th and 12th, I did arts again.
Mm.
I that but this art was morely towards painting and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But I was still good at that. Other subjects,
Not that
mm.
great. Okay.
And then eventually I took a drop year because I wanted a break from school. I wanted a break from
Completely
studying,
understandable. Same.
and I didn't want to be at home. So I took an internship slash job at Max Fashion where
Okay.
I wasn't sure what to do. But then when I went there, I interned with the design team, and
Mm.
eventually I started becoming a part of the team, and I was like, okay, design's fun. And that's when I first learned. Even before I came to SAE, I knew Illustrator
Like
thoroughly.
perfectly. Okay.
So that was my beginning point, and here I am.
Very proud of you. Very proud of you.
Thank you.
How do you feel with your current progress in being around creative people at SAE?
To be honest, it's very effective not only to yourself, but when you're around these people,
Mm.
you learn a lot of new things. And when you
Very
say
true.
creative, they're like gaming students, audio
Yeah.
students, film students, and we also have to do an elective in the future.
Yeah.
So when that
Super
comes,
hard.
when I look at these people, I get inspired, and
Mm.
then I listen to their experiences in each of their fields, and I'm like, wow, they're good at what they do. That's why
You
they're
know what my
here.
main issue was? I felt like a lot of students at SAE were very competitive, especially in your class. You'll find people who will compete against
They
you.
are.
And that really made me mad. So I was like, you know what? I have to be better than
Yes,
them.
I still have a friend. She's a very good friend of mine, but then
Yeah.
she keeps bragging about how she has the highest GPA in our group.
I hate
But it's
that.
okay. It's
It's not
okay.
even about the GPA, it's just, like creatively, they always want to be better.
Yes.
And that always gets on my nerves. I was like, we can just all be equal.
Because it's design. I mean, everyone has different opinions on your
Opinions,
design.
exactly. And everyone has their own style.
Exactly.
So that always makes me mad when I see someone try to compete. I'm like, calm down, just
We're in
calm
this
down.
together.
What inspires you to keep pushing and pursuing your passion? I
this
know
might
it's a
sound
hard one.
too it might sound a little too emotional, but
Uh-huh.
all my life I've been failing, like in every
Mm,
class. Even now, I get taunted by my dad that you were failing. I paid for your uni
yep.
and your classes. I'm like, and then every time after every parent teachers meeting, I would tell him, "You wait until I get to college. I would do something I like because studies is not my strongest part." And then
Same.
eventually, now when I'm doing good,
Mm,
when I get good grades,
mm,
if I get a distinction, I push myself even more to get a high distinction. So I am my own motivation. And
that's
again, when I
good.
see other people get proud of me, like my dad, my
Yeah.
mom, my brother, they're also proud of me. And they're like, oh, very good. We're proud of you. And then I'm like, okay, I have to do better. I need a better
I need the
response.
boost.
I need the boost. And then eventually I'm like, yeah, that I think I keep myself pushing, and then other people
Other people push
complimenting
you. Yeah.
me, that gives me an ego
I
boost, but in a
think
good way.
the compliments of other people always keeps you going,
Yes,
and I
it
love
does. It's
that.
so
It's like an
helpful.
adrenaline. I have a very important question.
Okay.
What do you think of people using Canva for their work?
Good question. But honestly, the amount of people I've known, even my lecturers, no names, but they do not like Canva.
I know exactly who they are.
Nobody likes Canva. But according to me, if you ask me as a beginner, or not like a beginner, but a new designer for now, it's nice and easy for people to use Canva. If you're a new graphic designer, there are tools in it that can be useful for you, like as a beginner. Like easy stuff. You can use templates. There are a lot of graphics that can be helpful, like imagery and stuff.
Okay.
And people use it now for video editing. But
don't make me started on that.
No, let's not get there. But according to me, it's good for beginners. But then again, if people take it to an extent where they're at their job and they're using Canva to make their graphics, that doesn't make sense. No, there are specific softwares like Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop, InDesign, XD that are given to you, and for editing, After Effects, CapCut, whatever it is.
Thing, like I use Canva, but it's only for presentation. Like when I'm creating a pitch, or if I need to record my pitch presentation and submit it, that's the only time I would use Canva. Just because it's very easy and it's very accessible. But if anyone else uses it to create a logo, a campaign, a whole brand, I cannot. I just get so pissed off.
Yeah, no. Maybe if you're like new, use it. But for more
even
complex
new,
stuff,
I feel like you should like at least watch YouTube videos and learn Illustrator, because it has a lot of tools.
Yeah, it's very helpful.
even as a beginner, I have to disagree with you on that. But it shouldn't be like their main thing.
It should never be their main thing. Canva should never be main. It's not. No, it's gonna get you addicted, and then people are gonna tell you. Eventually, you will realize that it's not good.
Yeah.
Like as a graphic designer, it's not good. If you're not a graphic designer, then it's up to you. But you're a graphic designer. You have other softwares to use.
Like our blood is boiling.
Yeah, exactly. So
true. And to get back on your grades, I honestly have to relate, because I also failed a lot. And like from a previous pod, I said that like my grades were like literally from A to G. Like I literally got the entire alphabet, and I never knew there was anything after an F. So the fact that you said that, I completely related to it. And the only A and B I got was also in art. So that's why I was like, I think I have a shot in like anything that has to do with like the creative field. So it's definitely was hard. And even here at uni, I still do fail. But it's the fact that I have to learn from my mistakes and know what I'm doing wrong keeps me going. Sometimes I really don't put my all, and I don't feel like, I want to continue this. So I really don't. But when my parents compliment me and give me like the boost that I need, I agree with you. It gives you like an ego boost to like, what, I'm going to prove you wrong.
It's a good way. It's a good ego boost.
It's a horrible feeling. It's a good boost. Just because you get scolded by your parents, and it's always scary.
It's scary, but
so I definitely agree. Okay, what message would you give new students or new people who want to enter the creative field?
If you know what you're doing, if you know you're good at it, and if you think you can achieve.
You know, you know.
If you know, you know. You will know. It's a good feeling that comes from the inside. Like when I started, I'm like, I'm good at this. I know I'm gonna be something. So when you are starting anything new, and specifically creative field, it's a very big field, and it's very competitive. Huge. If you're ready for it, enter. You have to be competitive as well. True. You cannot enter a competitive field and be like, oh, I'm just going to be like, it's all unicorns and butterflies. No, it's not. It's really not. I thought so too. Damn. But yeah, if you know what you want to do, then you just go for it. Anything in life. That's how it works.
Did you start as a graphic designer? Or like, did you start like, oh, I want to be...
I started as a designer, a textile designer.
Like in fashion.
Yeah, fashion designer.
Okay.
I wanted to do fashion designing, but when I went and worked at Max, I realized that nobody in the design team does the sewing work, because I don't want to waste my time doing something that wouldn't be useful in the future. Maybe I have a new skill, that I can sew. Wow.
Yeah.
But when I went there, everyone was using Illustrator to design clothing, and then they send it to the people who have to get the work done after that.
No
Nobody
way.
does
I thought
anything.
you get to learn like the whole sewing thing. And...
You learn it in uni. They teach you in like fashion school.
Yeah.
They teach you all that, but then nobody does that in real life. All these people the team that I had, my design team, everyone used Illustrator and Photoshop to create.
I never knew that.
They always draw, and then they would use the anchor tools to perfect their shoulders and their stitches, but everything is on digital. Nothing is on paper.
Interesting. I never knew that.
Yeah.
Okay. See, my main message would be for like students to have their own unique style and design, because not everyone's the same. So I believe if you have your own style in any sort of design or in any sort of field, I say go for graphic design. You know, like my style is mostly like illustrations. I like creating characters. Like that's my thing. I'm a very childish person. Like inside and out, I'm very childish. So I show that in my work. What about you? What's your style?
I feel like I portray my personality through whatever design I make. So I think that's pretty much how everyone is, like unconsciously or subconsciously they do portray their own personality in their design, and that's something I do. And my designs are very like I have two personalities, right? One personality.
Are you a Gemini?
I'm not. I'm a Cancer.
Shit.
But like for me, my one side is like dark, not like dark, but like I'm very
emo.
Okay. And the other side's like cute. It's like that. So whenever I do it, it's usually a mix of both.
Cute.
It's a mix of both.
Okay.
So, for example, when I'm designing like a logo, then I try making it very cute, but then at the same time, it has to have like the black and reds in it.
Okay.
So
I do envision it. Okay.
So I'm like that. It's a mix of both. So again, my personality shows in my designs.
Interesting. Going back to fashion and stuff, when I first started and tried to find my passion, I was so far away from it, like extremely far. When I finished school, I literally, the first thing I did, I studied marine biology in Australia. Why the face? Why the face?
I just heard biology.
It was actually really, really fun. I loved it. But then I didn't feel like I was in my, you could say, right era, you know? But I did finish it. And when I came back to Dubai, I felt like I needed to do what I loved the most. Because every time I would always sketch, like, you know, those bubbly characters and, you know, and everyone told me, why are you in biology? Leave. I was like, yeah, one day I'll do it, you know? And then I ended up coming here. I was in a different university before. I was at SAE. The reason why I changed, I didn't really like the way that we're the teachings, because there was nothing that was really hands-on. It was all essay writing and exams. And I don't know why there was like math exams. I was like, I'm out. I can't do that. And so a friend of mine who was in SAE, she was doing animation. I found it super cool. I genuinely freaking liked it. So I was like, you know what? I'll do it. I entered CMPP, which is like the foundation. Yeah. It was called CMPP first.
Really?
And then they changed it.
Damn.
I know. And then during that time, I did experience animation, design, film, and all. I realized that I hated animation.
It's difficult, isn't it?
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard. And too much of a demand. I'm like, no. So then I saw design and I got really, really interested in. So I did my research. I continued the whole CMPP design, and I generally fell in love with it. So then I just continued. And now I'm in my last year.
Yay!
I'm super happy. I'm super done. Oh my God. But yeah, that's it. Well, what do you think of SAE in general, though?
SAE? I love SAE. I mean, the environment's good.
Okay.
people, 6 out of 10.
What do you mean?
People are nice. But dot.
Okay.
I'm not saying anything else.
I think it's a 60. See, I have to be honest. It depends on the group that you're around.
True.
Some people you can't get along with because, you know, it's a
Yes.
different creative field. And some people, you know, you just automatically click.
Yeah, you click with.
Yeah.
And I think that's the people that in your group.
Yeah.
That's how you hang out with. And, yeah.
True.
But SAE is good. I made a reel recently about
Mhm.
SAE not having exams. That's the main reason I joined SAE. Other unis, all of them have exams.
Yeah.
I hate exams. I get anxiety when I have exams, and I cannot let my mental health get any worse. So SAE is the right choice
Yeah.
for me and for anyone who wants to live a peaceful life.
I can't imagine people just sitting down and studying their entire life. I can't imagine that, you know?
No.
Especially like I have ADHD and dyslexia, and the fact that I've dealt with that and dealing with exams, it was hard.
It is.
It was so
You
difficult.
can't.
And even in school, like they knew I had ADHD and dyslexia, but never did anything about it.
That's not, yeah.
You know, but at SAE, they genuinely talked about it. They helped me out with it. They gave me like some like extensions to help me out and help, and that's what I really love about SAE. They're always there to support, you know. And back to like the topic of friends, you know, the 60. It was, I do agree at a certain point. Some people, as I said, you click with, and some people you don't. It really depends on your character and their field. You know, like game students, no way on earth will you be able to talk to them. They're just in their like own mind and own space. Or even like animation and design students always get along. Even film, I feel like they always get along. I think it's just games and audio students. They're like the outcast.
Funny you say that because I have many audio friends.
Actually? Oh, wow.
I have 3 friends
Okay.
who are 4 friends away from games. Yeah.
And you say 60 woman.
I think it's just that I talk to a lot of people. I just go like, yo, what's up? And then I'm friends.
Wow. Yo, what's up? I think I'm gonna go with that approach now. Okay.
You come off very confident. People think you're the most confident person in the room.
I
No,
think
you're just
people think I'm
nervous.
crazy. Not even confident.
Good crazy. People tell me I'm different. I take that as a compliment. People tell me I'm weird. I take it as a compliment.
That's the crazy part.
I like it. I'm weird. So what?
Okay.
I have my own unique style.
Well, that's why you're in the creative pod.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much,
Thank
Fiza,
you
for
for
coming
having me.
today. And it was amazing talking to you.
You too.
And hopefully people at SAE and people outside think of coming to SAE.
Yes.
This is an amazing way to know us. So thank you.
Thank you.